all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to continue with our Valentino Rossi motorcycle. So we are going to do issues 40 and 41 of Build the Rossi Bike, and carrying a bit more on with that engine today, but it should be some nice quick easy issues today. Not many parts, not much to do. It's one thing I think I like about the Rossi. You only ever get 2 pages of instructions. Well, that's what it's been since issue 1, and we're now on issues 40 and 41. So yeah, there's only ever 2 pages of issues, so it's just just enough, I think, just to not too short, and it's not too long really. But yeah, a few more pipes to do today, but we are putting a major metal piece on, which I'm really looking forward to, and it's really going to give the bike some weight, the engine some weight, and it's also going to protect some of the engine as well, because at the moment it is quite delicate condition with all the pipes and the bits and pieces coming out everywhere, and you just don't want it to get damaged. But this is a very, very detailed engine for a motorbike, I've got to admit that. Anyway, enough of me waffling on, as I do always in these videos. So, with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so stage 40, here we go. So, one thing we've been given in this issue is this. This is the left side of the frame. This is lovely. Absolutely amazing metal. So this is really going to add some weight. And as far as I'm aware, there's 2 of these as well. So you're going to have one side and one the other side. So I am really amazed by that. Okay, so let's get on with the instructions and what we're going to be building. Enough of me going on and on. Okay, so the first thing we need is we need this part here, and we need to put this in just down here. Now this can only go in one way, which needs to be in that direction, and then that needs putting in with a type I screw. So now this is going into plastic, so let's just put this in. Okay, that's now in place. Now we need this part here. They're calling this the lower fairing bracket, and this is going to go just down here. There's a hole. Okay, and then we need to screw that in again with a type I screw. Okay, that's in place now as well. Next, what we need is we need our engine. Now with it facing this way up, so the clutch, which I'm sort of recognising on this end, which is that one's facing down, and we need to face it this way up. This is the way they've got it in the magazine, and making sure I try and orientate this properly. It's gonna go on like so. Okay, and then we need to secure that in with a type V screw. Now this has got the Allen head on them, so I need to get my orient. Telling the truth, this Oreo lately has been paying for itself, because along with the Titanic, and then I also use it for my 3D printing, and obviously for this Rossi bike it is invaluable. Right, okay, well let's just place this on, making sure we line up the holes. And like I said, it's just going to make sure that everything on here, it's going to be protected, which is okay by me. Okay, so I'm going to try and get one. I'm going to try and line it up best I can and try and get one just down into there. Easier said than done. Ah, that's got it. Excellent. Okay, now these are metal screws, these type V screws. It's quite self-explanatory where it's going in the magazine. So it's not a difficult one to do, which is good. Right, so I'm going to try and do one of them up here, and then that will secure it in place, ready for the next screws. Okay, so that's that one in place there. Right, the Ori only just reached on that one. That's quite a deep hole, but it worked. I was a little bit worried about that as we came to it. Okay. And this is the last V screw going in. Okay, and that is in place. Okay. Right, and that is all there is to do in this issue. Let's show nothing snapped off. So, wow. That looks really, really impressive. It's kind of get to where the shape of the motorcycle is going to be. Really, really amazing. I'm really chuffed with that. So, yeah, or is it going to be like that? I think it's like that. I really don't know. I don't know enough. Okay, truth. Anyway, that is stage 40 complete. Okay, so moving quickly on to stage 41. The next thing we're doing is the frame cross braces. Again, we just get 2 pages of instructions. So, with the engine orientated like this, what we have is this piece here. Now this is going to go in just like that, and just down at the bottom here we have a screw hole, and we're going to be screwing that in with a type B screw. Now this is a normal star headed screw hole. I'm just gonna, as you can see, just this screw hole here, very hard when it's black on black parts. I'm just going to put one in, and the B screws look absolutely ginormous compared to what way I'm putting in here, but I need to have the engine on something whilst I screw it in and get a good grip on it. Okay, right, so that is now in place. Just moving that to one side, we need these 2 pieces next, and these are just going to simply slot together. You've got a peg hole there and a peg hole there. As you can see, we've got 2 pegs here. I'm just easing this into place. I don't have much luck with pegs on this motorcycle. I don't know what it is. They just don't like me. That's one down. Just trying to use the back of my screwdriver just to push them down to place. And there we go. That's all clicked into place. Now we're actually not doing anything with that in this issue, so that can be put to one side. But what we do need is these two parts that we had in the previous issue. And all we're going to do is we're going to put this tube just onto there, just like that. And now this way it gets fun, because you've got to try and orientate this into how they've got it. We've got a tab just down here, and this is going to go on to that tab, and that just pushes into place. Now it does say sort of where in a direction it goes off into. Now if that's there, that's there. I can't really, it's really difficult to see where it's saying that this needs to go in. It doesn't really say anywhere it should be going into by the looks of it. See, that's there. Right, okay, I think I've located it. So that should be, this should be going round and coming around onto this side, but it actually does not go into anything, because I'll just read the instructions. So this is step 6. Next, press the hole in the coupling onto the locating pin projecting from the cylinder head in the position circled in blue. Note that the side branch must face out towards the frame as shown. So this actually, we need to try and turn it without breaking it. Okay, we can probably do that. If my little fingers don't stick to my arm. Right. Take it off first. So it needs to go towards the frame that we put on the previous issue. So it wants to be the tube to facing what the outer frame. Right, so like that. Okay, face it out towards the frame as shown. Lead the tube around the curve of the frame as shown, and that's it. It doesn't say anything more than that of where that pipe is going. So, but that is it. That's all we have to do in this issue. We did get another pipe in this issue that we're not using, so I presume we're using that later on down the line. But that is looking amazing. Now that does have, that is really heavy now. Really heavy. And yeah, the question is where I'm going to store this now, because I just don't know if it's going to still keep fitting in the drawer, which I have everything for the Rossi bike in. So yeah, I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. But that is stage 41 complete. Well guys, that's it for Rossi bike stages 40 to 41 today. Thank you for tuning in. Wow, there is definitely some weight in that engine now. I've managed to fit it in my drawer. Goodness knows how long it's going to be until I can't, because I think that's going to be coming around rather quickly. When I've been looking at some of the parts that are coming up, it's not too long until we put the other side framework onto the engine. So that's going to be really interesting when that comes around. This bike is growing very quickly, very fast as well, so it is wonderful to work on. It's a shame it doesn't do as well as some of my other videos do on the channel, but I'm still enjoying it, because I did have a motorbike when I was young, but yeah, I never knew anything like what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you're notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.